What is up, guys? Welcome to another live session. Today is November 20th, 2019, and we're back at again on the charts. And it's been a slow week, but a good week. Pound dollar, pound yen, pretty deep in profits. Gold went 30 pips, went 5 pips to reverse take profit, and then reversed on us, and I was never really convinced. I just felt like it was still a short. You guys remember in the beginning of the week, I wasn't convinced about the buy. Yesterday, we traded a breakout. We got some pips. I just went to 25 pips before I went to bed. I got that because, thankfully so, because after that breakout, it was pretty much a fake out, and gold ended up dropping lower. So I am looking for shorts on gold. Before we take those, I do want to talk about a signal that I just called on AUDNZD. It's for a short, and this is one of my favorite setups to trade, and it's trading with the trend, and it all starts on the daily time frame. Going to the daily, you can see screaming short, big bearish candles. If we kind of zoom out a bit, you can kind of see where we're headed with AUDNZD. If I extend this region over, you can see, we had huge wicks in this blue resistance region before. We had a rally to the upside, which kind of got stalled in and around this level, 1.08300. So we had stalling here. We came back, another attempt stalling here, a huge rejection, and this just came straight down. And this previous level acted as a support in the past, acted as support and previous resistance. We got that nice closure on the daily time frame below, and we're looking to go lower. Looking to the left, our target level is right at 1.05455. You can see whenever price broke this previous level, that's where it went, and that's where we're going to be trading. And if we go lower, that's more for us, but that's kind of the idea, trading with the trend. So I'm very confident that we can get this trade done with. It'll go our way. Just looking at the 4-hourly, the stop loss is placed pretty nice, pretty tight as well. I like to have my setups 2.0 risk reward, which is what we have here. Our stop is just above the previous support that we broke. In case we do come back and do a retest, we're not going to get wicked out. All the take profits are on the Telegram. We have 3 for this trade. It is AUDNZD, so it doesn't move as much per pip. So for example, from our entry to this level right here, it's only 50 pips. So take note of that. Obviously our final target is somewhere down here, because I do expect this to go lower. But at least if we can catch these 50 pips, why not? It'd be pretty nice to catch, and it's looking like we're going down lower anyways. We're going to talk about pound dollar real quick. So pound dollar entry was right here, 129,500. We went as far as 128,880. 60 pips. We've currently made a retrace, stalling a bit. The dollar is gaining strength, so I'm looking to short euro and gold as well. Let's keep holding this trade. Looking to the left, we have this much room to fill out all the way down here, so keep holding it. We don't have any news till Friday, or rather news of significance, so let it be. Just let it be. I mean, I'll just say pound yen, similar story, but this dropped I think 90 pips. And so yeah, and right now it's currently retracing. Entry was somewhere here, 140,600. We went as far as 139,691, so 95 pips. Pretty decent. Hopefully this retrace isn't too aggressive. I do have stops at entry. But yeah, we'll see. Actually close 70% of the position because we dropped so much. But hopefully we don't get stopped out. It just stops right here and it goes back lower. Hopefully that is the case. Pretty good. Now let's talk about gold. So I always say, once it gets to 25 pips or take profit 1, get out, as in get out take half the profits off the table, move stops to entry, and I made this very clear. If you're going to sleep or if you're gonna be busy, just go to the 25 pips, aka 25 pips, or if you want to gamble, we'll go for the first take profit. But usually, it's not always the case. The first take profit is usually 25 pips. Not always the case. If it's not, and you're gonna be busy, just go to 25 pips. I was going to sleep, so I got out at 1477.98, right at the 25 pip mark. And we went pretty close to our first take profit anyways, which was 1478.80 something. So which is fine, but you can see why I want to sell gold. And the reluctancy to even long was started on Monday. Classic fake out. Really, this is a classic fake out. And if you trade ranges, it's this level right here, 1474. Resistance. If you got faked out and you waited for that close below that level again, like right here, you could have a nice short entry to the bottom of the range, 1464, which is a 100 pip range. So obviously we missed that entry. Well, at least I did. I was asleep. So what we could wait for is a break of this 1464 level, because we do have this trend line we created. It's pretty sneaky, but it is there with our first touch, our second touch. We are coming close to our third one, so we could have a bounce, maybe back up or a retrace. But that close below 1464 will let us short it pretty well, all the way down to 1450, and then 1430, which is even lower. So that's gold. That's a classic fake out. I was in a lot of chats on Telegram because it's fun to see, people blow their accounts. But people probably mortgage their house on this buy. You gotta wait for that break and retest, and obviously that did not occur here. But thankfully, we got that aggressive push on gold. I talked about it a lot of times. When gold is kind of consolidating like it did here, whenever it breaks a level, it's gonna break a substantial amount before it kind of gets its direction. And so it pushed 30 pips up. It went as high as 1478.86 on this chart. Depends on which chart you are on. My broker says 1488.07, but close enough to TP1. As long as the 25 pips were bagged, who cares? The stop loss was pretty tight anyways, and it was 50% of your original position size. So if you try to go for TP1, you probably only lost like 35 pips anyways, because the stop was 70. So it's not too bad. Why is this chat old? Okay, got it. Do you recommend holding trades over the weekend? No. Unless it's a swing, and I tell you guys, no. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I don't recommend holding trades over the weekend unless you need to, or unless I say so. Like a swing, and you have, stops at entry or even in profit. Can't really control what happens over the weekend. So let's look at the pairs for today. We already entered AUDNZD. We'll let that play out. Euro, it's stalling. It's not really trying to go higher. This whole week, everyone and every media outlet has been, talking down on the dollar, but nothing has really gained against it other than gold for a bit. But Euro is, if you look at the date, it's the same spot it was, 2 days ago, right? I mean, hasn't pushed any higher, and this next candle that I just printed is a teardrop candle. So I'm gonna remove this, remove these fibs. I want to short gold. The entry is probably gonna be within the next hour or two. I mean, this candle is just disgusting. It's disgusting for a buy. If you're long, I'd be pretty cautious about this candle. the entry is what I want is just basically for this candle while I'm speaking it's doing this. I want it to, you know, get a body, a bearish body a bit lower than where it is right now. For specifics, get on my horizontal way. I want to, you know, a bearish closure. Whoa, what the hell is that? I want a bearish closure below 1.10550. Okay, we get that we are going lower. Now, euro. The thing about euro is it moves slow and it doesn't move as much per pip because the rate is close to 1. So I'm not gonna get too much from this move, but it's gonna be a move worth catching anyways. But you know, if we get an entry somewhere down here, we can have our stops above here. Take profit at this previous low. 2.3 risk to reward ratio, what we want. Entry at 1.10506. Take profit at 1.09939, so 60-ish pips. That's what I mean. For some pairs, if this was a pound pair, this would be over 120 pips. But euro is so slow. It's fine. This week was going to be slow anyways. We knew that. But this candle's doing what we kind of want it to. We just want that clear break below, and we will be good to go. That level, plot on your charts. You want that bearish closure, 1.10560. Okay, 1.10560. And our stops will be at 1.10754, pretty damn tight. And our take profits will be every 25 pips afterwards. If the signal is good to go, I'll probably call it on Telegram. So let me just set an alert. So why I love Telegram, TradingView. So boom, crossing down. That's one trade done. The other one was gold short, which we talked about. And so we're in, let me just recap, we're in pound USD, still pound yen, all in profits. We're in AUDNZD, falling as we speak. We're looking to enter euro USD short. There was one more setup I wanted to look at. Oh, pound Aussie, perfect. Pound Aussie short. Currently it's rebounding, but the idea is based off the daily, and I want to target this zone right here. Okay. Hope this is clear. This kind of box I want to target from this resistance region. That's what I want to target. All I want is a closure below this recent support it's kind of making. And if you kind of look at it, it's kind of making a head and shoulders, because it could very well go up, come down, and then make a head and shoulders, because we do have our left shoulder here, our head. We could be making the right shoulder right at near this level, so we could just make that right shoulder here. Boom. Go up, reject. We wait for that break of the neckline, and we're good. So it is Wednesday. Wednesday, the day just started, so we have, Wednesday, Thursday, potentially a full 72 hours to trade, even though we don't trade on Fridays. And pound Aussie moves pretty quick, so we could have this head and shoulders pattern for pound Aussie to go lower by the end of the day, ideally, maybe even midday. So just draw this on your plot. This is the 4-hour time frame for pound Aussie. Now I wanted to talk about our daily topic, which we've been doing. So yesterday's was what should I look for in a trade. Today's daily topic, if you have any pair recommendations before I actually start that, let me know. Why don't we just take a peek? Actually, there's two things I want to look at: oil and Bitcoin. Let's actually do that. My bad. And then we'll finish the session off with today's topic. Today's topic is very important. It is on how to actually use our signals and how to plot it on the graphs. So let's get to oil. Go to the daily, get some clarity on this. Damn. So just looking at this, there was a pretty good short early in the week. Just yesterday. I hope someone took it. These were these two zones we drew. I'm not sure when, maybe earlier in the month, it's come into play here. And if we go to the 4-hour, you can see, we've kind of rested on this zone, right? We didn't have any potential move higher. We just couldn't break above 57.81 per barrel. And so what price did was price was tired of it. It closed back in below our resistance, back within range, and it dropped quite some bit. And just looking at the 4-hour, we could have a potential short. This recent candle is pretty ugly. It's probably due to the Canadian CPI data that just came out, but this 4-hour candle could provide a short entry. Right now it's retesting the resistance, and if we can get some sort of spinning top or whatever, we could take it short all the way down to the bottom of this range. Just looking like that. So right, and if we go all the way down here, that's still good. If we go down here, that's still great. If we go down here, that's amazing. So 3 potential targets. Right now it's pretty weird, the price action. I'm pretty sure it's because of the CPI data. Nonetheless, I just want to take a peek at it because I want to start looking at different commodities and not the same things every day. Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin. It's kind of consolidating, but I still think it's a short. Coinbase, right? Coinbase. So yeah, this was our short idea, taken all the way back on the 8th of November, and we had kind of a weird push up, but then came back down. We got the entry, and we've been making higher highs, higher lows, just taking our time to go lower. Might consolidate before maybe pushing back up to one of these levels to retest, or it could just drop back down again. 7,500 is our overall target, so just be sure of that. I'm gonna take a quick peek. I'm gonna choose one of the signals. Let's see if a signal came in from Vanity today, and we'll plot it. So new signal, gold sell 1470, profit 1, 1450, stop loss 1480. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna plot this signal on our charts. Just so everyone has a reference point. Oh, I'll do it on a new chart. Trying to find a clean chart for gold. Come on. XAUUSD. Cool. Okay. Okay, so what's up, guys? Welcome to today's topic of the day. And today's topic of the day is how to enter our signals and plot them. And so I just went to our portal where you can get a feed of all our signals, and I chose one from Vanity. It is a new signal on gold, and it is a gold sell at 1470. Profit 1 is 1450, and the stop loss is 1490. So how do I plot it on the charts and do my own analysis? So after you've drawn your levels on your charts, your support and resistance, to actually plot the chart and the trade itself, you first match up the entry. So the entry on the signal was 1470. The signal was called about 20 minutes ago, so it has kind of dropped, but we're still close. So you go on Trading View, you click on the left on this toolbar right here, and you should see these bunch of tools. And since it's a short, we're going to take the short position, and we're going to match it up to the signal entry. So the signal entry was at 1470. Okay, that's perfect. Our stop loss will be at 1490, and so we're going to take it to 1490 like so. Just drag with your mouse. Cool, 1490. and our take profit one is 1450. So let's see where 1450 is. 1450 is right here, and you can see why these levels were chosen. So for example, 1450 is at our last swing low right here where we created some support. Clean this up a bit. Nice. And it's a nice psych level as well. And then our stop loss is just above this previous support right here. So if we look to the left, you can kind of see gold has created support at this level. And so we're going to put that there. And so you can see, right? So if gold, for example, does push back up, you know, we can give it enough breathing room to consolidate, maybe retest this resistance zone, rejected, then go lower. But most likely our case is going to be just a straight push down. And this is a 1.0 risk to reward ratio trade setup, and that's a trade setup we recommend to beginners. When you become, you know, more advanced and more comfortable in your trading, you can push it to 1.5 and 2.0. But this is how you plot the signal. So whenever a signal comes in and you have your levels on your chart already, it usually shouldn't be this bare, but when you have your levels, you want to copy and paste that signal onto your charts from our trading room and plot the levels and see if your analysis agrees with the short that we took, for example, and enter. If it does not agree, you can always pass on the signal. If it agrees and it turns out to be a winner, that's more confidence in your trading strategy. So that's how we recommend you to use signals. Not really a copy and paste service, but more of a tool, and a tool that you can use as additive confluence to your overall trading strategy. So that's how you plot a signal, and that's today's topic of the day. We are in some good setups right now, and gold we do see as a short. We're just waiting for more confirmation to go lower, and we're in a good spot for the midweek. Still no losing trades, up around 120-ish pips for the week. That's not bad, especially for a slow week. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live session. Be on the lookout for Telegram for other signals. I'm RP Forex. I'm logging off. Have a great day.